Hey everybody, did you know that pigeons are edible? It's vlogging day 634. I've been getting off the ship a lot more than you actually would if you were working or doing your thing. People don't actually leave the ship as much as I have been, but it's kind of like party central when I'm here, so.
I haven't been off the ship the entire time till you came, Jay.
Everybody, yeah, that's right. You hadn't even found your shawarma. Boy, that's a travesty. Do one more off-ship thing. We're gonna go see the market, the fruit market that's at the north gate of the port. There's a ways away, so I guess we're gonna catch a taxi and go do that. Markets are fun. Markets are fun, but you also, sometimes it depends on the market. Sometimes they're intense, sometimes you gotta watch out for thievery going on, and it's always an experience. So I wanted to get this one's experience and see what it was like. And then back to like ship stuff. This is an exciting market. Never been to one quite like this. I'm shopping for my friend Jess because she's in the operating room today, so she can't get out and shop for herself. So she wanted bananas and avocados. Problem is, I'm not sure that are you gonna be able to identify the difference between, we'll wait here. That's pretty amazing. Attention. Call too. But bien sûr, je prends la vidéo. This place is pretty awesome.
So what do you guys want?
Karis is also exemplifying a good strategy on the negotiations and like walking away, coming back. She's playing the game. Got to negotiate your way through this. So rules for negotiating in a market. First, the first price you get is never the real price. Depending on the country, I don't know the rules here, but there's always a factor that you multiply by. So I think in Togo is a factor of 10. You always came down by to a tenth of the original price. Some countries it's just half, some countries it's a third. Here I went down to a third and then negotiated my way up to 2/3. That's what I ended up getting the avocados for. I don't know. Nobody's told me what the ratio is here, so I'm just kind of going with my gut.
It's crazy!
Also insult the produce is always a good way. I know it sounds bad, but just say, really, for that? That's really small. That's a small coconut. Yeah, they're plantains. Est-ce que vous connaissez les bananes?
Oui, il y a la banane chao.
I think we're gonna get some mango. He's cut me off a sample.
You're getting the...
Oh, wait. Oh, man. None of them? I don't think it was filming, but I just took a selfie with the lady. Dang it, but I'm gonna try and get another selfie with her because Madame... We got much less cheering that time, but the first time was glorious. A wildly successful trip to the market. We gotta get back to our car now because he's waiting for us. Whoa, look at those prawns. Gorgeous. Whoa! Whoa! Prawn mania. All right, get by the motorcycle here. We gotta get back to our car because he's waiting for us. Fun time, this is a great market. You just gotta be ready to be mobbed, but then just make friends with the guys you're walking around with and you're good to go. That's great. These mangoes are delicious. I can't wait to eat them. Oh, sorry. The parking lady in orange there. Bye guys. Au revoir. They're definitely working for it. Well, how was that for your first fruit market experience, Ben?
Oh yeah, that was overwhelming.
I loved it. That was amazing. I would do that again.
I would do that again.
I would do that again in a heartbeat. The bags you get in markets aren't always the most trustworthy. These yellow ones seem okay. The black one already fell apart, so I've got an avocado on the outside. They're pretty handy. where I brought the mangoes is the cafe in midships. And I get them confused a little bit now because I've been away for a while, but midships is just above us, whereas the common areas that I showed you yesterday. And then this is the cafe where we're just sitting and snacking on some mango. And this is Kate, who's got my old job and doing it way better than I ever did. Just look at her, she looks healthy. It's a good sign, it's a really good sign. Anyways, this is a great spot to meet people and also get, if you come here to do anything, you have to expect to be social. Is what I was saying yesterday about the writing aspect, but it's a wonderful spot just to sit and chill and have a mango, which is what I'm gonna get back to now because they're very sticky and delicious. To organize this trip, Brian is up on the bridge right now, and the duty officer just gave me permission to go up on the bridge, so we're gonna go see him, and then we'll work our way down, I suppose. I was just gonna give you a general feeling for what the ship is like. We already did the external decks yesterday. Deck 8 being where actually a lot of things are stored. It's also where there's some hatches that they can lower things through, and the bridge is kind of deck 7.5. It's a little bit up between them. You can see it right here. Brian's workspace.
My workspace.
But what are you putting together there?
I am doing the annual maintenance on our regulators for all of our diving.
Oh,
Exciting stuff.
I was gonna say, it's a lot of tiny pieces.
It is a lot of tiny pieces.
So this is the bridge. I've spent more time up here than I have any right to, actually. Between the two sides where there's actually these control panels where you can dock the ship, there's also these fun little windows so you can see just how far of a fall you have below you. And then the station's navigation's over there, right? This fire panel. So this is fire and emergency navigation, and then the helm in the middle. And the captain's chair, which, does this captain use the captain's chair?
He does.
Oh, that's fancy. The captain that I served under never used the captain's chair, which was disappointing because it's such an amazing chair.
Do you want to sit in it?
Yeah, I do. Can I sit in it?
Sir?
Where's my drink? During sails, we actually get to go onto the bow and get splashed by giant waves. This is a pull, not a push. It's a little bit of a school of the gifted moment there. I've gone down a few decks, but this is deck 4 where the majority of the crew live.
Yes.
I would say that definitely the
Singles.
majority.
Families are spread out.
Families are spread out. Singles, couples too.
Couples,
like this guy.
Singles, couples.
Yeah, but it's a really long hallway that you can see behind me here. And I've lived on all over the place on this floor. The hospital's on deck 3 below us, but I don't have permission to film down there. So you can just imagine that there are lots of patients, doctors, nurses, operations going on, lots of blood. Not that much blood, but some blood sometimes. The gangway is the up and down of the ship, obviously. You have to check in and out when you get on and off the ship. The reason you check in and out is not for security so much, as it is if there's an emergency in town and they need to figure out where people are, or if there's a fire on board and they need to have a count of everybody and know whether or not to send Brian in to save lives, as he's such the lifesaver. That's why you actually check in and off the ship, as much as just knowing who's on board. I also know that I said that I've been going off the ship a lot more than people actually usually go off the ship, which is true, and I'm gonna hold to that because I'm gonna get one more chance at a shawarma here with Brian, because yeah, shawarma. And I may not see Brian for a long time, so shawarma Brian. So we have no internet because he left his SIM card behind, so we're on a genuine adventure here on the whole finding a shawarma thing. Round 2, but this time I have a lead. Like, I know where I want to go today, so we should be able to go straight there. And if the taxi driver doesn't know, we'll find someone who does.
If we find a taxi.
If we find a taxi. This is not going well for us. Bonjour. Est-ce que vous savez Phonicien, le Phonicien?
Le Phonicien.
Oui, c'est un restaurant Libanais. Non? Okay, merci. But he didn't know where it was, so round 2. Bonjour. Est-ce que vous connaissez le Phonicien? Le Phonicien? Ou le Sultan Kebab? Non? Ni l'un ni l'autre? Ok, bon.
Restaurant chinois.
C'est pas chinois du tout, c'est libanais.
Libanais.
Libanais, oui. Okay. He doesn't know where it is, but we'll find it. Okay. We're gonna adventure it. In a very kind moment, the owner of this Lebanese restaurant is telling us how to get to where we want to go. Very, very nice of him. His kindness won us over. We're gonna try his shawarma now. True adventure. So basically we were trying to find I'd heard the Phoenician was really good and the Sultan kebab was really good. Nobody knew where those were, so that our taxi driver took us to an Indian restaurant to start, and then brought us here. And then the owner of this place was nice enough to give us directions to a competitor, and we told him we were looking for good shawarma, and he swore that his was the best, which, you know what, at this point, I'm starving. I'm willing to give it a chance. We'll give it a try. Oh, merci. There's a pickle in it. It smells so garlicky. I can see French fries, and this is gonna be This is it. This very well may be it. Good try.
It smells proper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. He wasn't lying.
No.
It was good.
This could be the shawarma. I mean, I definitely, obviously have not tried them all, but we've got chicken, fries, a pickle, and tons of aioli. This is basically all I ever want in a shawarma. It's grilled, crispy. I can hear info singing. So the shawarma was awesome, and we're still really hungry because we didn't eat anything for breakfast, and we've been running around in the sun. So he told me we want something else. He's gonna bring us some kafka. And we're like, we trust you. Like, that was delicious, so we'll see how that is.
Kafka's awesome.
Kafka. I don't know if I've ever had kafka before. It's tasty. I'm kind of sad that we're not having more shawarma, but this is good.
It's still kind of shawarma. It's Kafka in a shawarma.
Is that how that works? We're very ignorant. Well, that was delicious. This is not at all the video I intended to make today, but it was my last chance to get a shawarma before we left, so... Success! The adventures of riding in a taxi. I think this just got thrown in through the window at me. Anyways, we're almost back at the port now. Here's the spar. And back. I'm gonna try and show you one or two more things about the ship. There's a library. Did you pay him?
I did not. I thought you were paying. Wait.
No, because I overpaid for lunch.
You overpaid for lunch.
I don't know. We'll figure this out. I gotta catch a plane soon too. We'll talk about why this was such a challenging week here in a minute. Eventually. Challenging in a good way. I've had a great time, but I think the wind is also killing the sound, so I'm gonna kill this. Okay, here, I want to explain something. I tried to make a couple different videos, and was successful. The chimp video, because we got off the ship and just had a whole chimp day. Hunting for shawarma is easy. Making a video on the ship was kind of difficult for two reasons. They really circle around one reason, and that's people. I've had such a good time seeing friends getting caught up everywhere I went. I was like, well, I could do a tour of the ship, or I could do so many different ideas. They all got hijacked or sidetracked purely by running into friends, people I hadn't seen in years, people who themselves had just come back to the ship, others who are on their way out soon. And I just wanted to spend my time focused on hearing stories and asking questions and just listening to the people that are here right now and filling them in if they were curious as to what was going on with me. So today is the last day that I have on the ship. We're going back to Paris. I'm actually gonna have to upload this video from Paris because we're red-eyeing it out of here tonight. I've had a great time. I'm really, really glad I came back. I'll process this more, I'm sure, over the coming weeks, but I'm so grateful for my friends and people that I would consider family here on the ship, some people that are very, very close to me, that I'm just so grateful. And so many that aren't even here right now, but that are elsewhere in the world. People often ask where my favorite place in the world is, and I can't answer that easily because people make the place, and my favorite people have scattered to the winds and are in no particular place whatsoever anymore. And so being in a location like this and having that density of people that I care about and the types of people that I really resonate with the best just makes a huge difference. And I'm very, 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 very grateful for the opportunity to have come. Thank you again to the Blackburns for hosting. Thanks to everybody for making my time so great. Hopefully I'll be able to come back to the ship sometime in Guinea. I don't know that that's possible. I'll look into it, and I'd love to visit again. Definitely for a little bit longer if I can swing it, and with a little bit more of a plan for what to film, and maybe we'll get out and actually see more of what's going on with the actual mission of Mercy Ships, actually seeing what's happening here. But I can't promise that for sure will happen in the future. It's not quite as easy as that. Pretty complicated. We're lucky we even got to come here for these 4 days. So I'm really, really grateful for that. But yeah, I mean, if you could see me, I've been trying to make this video for the last like hour, 2 hours since I got on the ship. And I wound up having conversations with 4 different people who I haven't seen or spent any time with since I've been on the ship. And I'm gonna go have a couple more. I need to deliver Nate's glue to him now that he's got his coffee. I didn't show you I got him some really tasty coffee. He needs his surfboard glue, so I'm gonna send that to him. I've got 1 or 2 more treats to hand out, some goodbyes to make. I need to pack and get ready to go. So I'll probably have a little bit more footage. We'll see, I might have one more thought later, but just in case I don't, if you enjoyed this, please just subscribe. Life in Paris will continue from tomorrow, although I will probably be really exhausted, so we'll see what that looks like, and Mercy Ships Mondays. If you guys are interested, I would definitely love to keep telling you stories from my time here on Mercy Ships and just all the ridiculous things that have happened. Yeah, I had a great time. I am wiped. My legs are not used to this many stairs. I'm used to walking and running a lot, but stairs, elevation, rough, man, it's tough. Stuff delivered. One last thing, Dave, this is for you. When I was setting up that shot to like walk over the camera towards the ship, I sort of stumbled back and hit my ankle on a very sharp piece of concrete. What I do is, ow, oh, ow, ow.
What'd you hit?
My ankle on that block of ouch. And there's not really any blood, which is disappointing because it hit like right on the bone and hurt way more than it should by how it looks, but you'll see it here. It looks disappointing, let's be honest. I'm still gonna put some Neosporin on it though, just to be safe, because just random pieces of concrete in the port, not sanitary in the slightest. Anyways, we'll get out of here, and I'll just end it with like a leaving the ship montage or something like that. Back on the plane. I also keep forgetting to actually, I feel like you guys got the idea that Mark, not only is he a devilishly handsome surgeon, the reason that he's so ripped is because he actually is also an American Ninja Warrior. So you should follow him. I will link below to his Instagram as well as like on the screen. We've been talking about him putting his sticker on, a sticker on his water bottle for a long time, and it's finally happening, like as I leave.
3 days later.
3 days later, so this is a momentous occasion. It's up to you, man. Yeah, you gotta find the spot that soothes your soul.
Surgeon proof. Ninja proof.
Ninja proof. I was gonna say, if you have problems with it, we should all be really worried.
There it is.
Voila.
There it is.
That's amazing.
Wait, we need your face right next to it.
Right. With my sunglasses on?
With your sunglasses on.
I don't know how that works. Karis! I don't know, I was just gonna high five you once. That was it. Anyways, just finished my meal, and I've got 15 minutes to go.
Wait, when do you
I leave in 15 minutes. Yeah, you gonna say bye on the dock?
Yes.
Okay.
You should just make different life choices.
I know, I made poor life choices, so I should probably go. You gotta be on the dock in like 13 minutes, and I haven't packed a single thing. Oh. So, yeah. Done. Actually, I gotta zip these things up. That's anticlimactic. Now you guys know what I go through every day. Fly. I was hoping for more motion at that point, but not emotion, motion, like forward motion. But Karis, if you want to cry. This is one of the awkward parts about Mercy Ships, is that you're actually required to stand on the dock waving until the car disappears in the distance. You have to wait till the car is gone. It can't be visible anymore, so these guys are stuck. Isn't that true? Bye! And then we get a flat tire.